located underneath the seat. For safety information, please refer to the safety briefing concept.
bathroom. Find your head through the door, please. Depart, there are 5 emergency exits on board, 2 pilot doors, 2 window exits by row 2 and the rear door which you walk through. Life jackets are under the seats, passenger safety cards and sick bags are on the seat backs in front of you. Seatbelts on at all times, no smoking, and it's going to be about 45 minutes back to Mali, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Boarding complete.